The year begins, the cackling night until a smoking winter lingers here. A coat of white, all wet with rain. Momentum slows to sludge and nights are weighted to die. The fact I'm aging every second of this vid, it gives me fear. My youth is shed and doom instead of spring appears to bloom. The year ahead, it's impossible to comprehend. Beyond the cycling tides, the sun and moon and time itself illume, designing murals, life of you, a shrine of fibres, Junes all stacked, a single strand of jute, a grand design, the proof we lived on proud display, where shame and joy, despair and love, where sadness, hope and anger form a knotted truce. You sense it now. The curtain's crawling weave begins to inch again, as what was once the dark and cold begins to fall and peel, revealing more and more of day and all the green. The year began a quiet smoke, the way it always does. A blink, it's March, where winter takes a bow. For spring is upon us. The promise of flowers all blossoming, leaves where the pollen we breathe is abhorrent. The trees and the gardens, the cities and villages sing as the world is alive, where renewal's the theme, where the light is above, introducing its bloom, or in Easter consuming my weight in the eggs that I eat. But I'm scared of the tide, coming in with the pull of a thread, of a ways. Repetition proceeds into change, into death, and I'm feeling the seconds of shedding. The image of murals and strings are a beautiful comfort, procedural colours, cathedral in wonder, but even the thrum of the weave. In the evening, the and beaches, the weddings, and even abroad with a lager, the feeling of dread as it meets in the pause of a pulse. But alive as the flame of the weave and the right to create and to redeem, to be grateful. The themes we design are the finest, and even as time is retreating, the wondrous lives we will meet are the lines of the street that we tie and repeating. Oh, life is a beautiful thread, and the rhythm adjusts every night in a week. Even now, as I speak and describe how I bounce between thriving and meek as the sun's setting high at its peak every day, and the year is a glimmer in spring, in the sparkles and bodies of water. The days are awaiting their warmest, and people consider the brightest to come. The gardens have budded and bloomed and now nourished enough to consider a tug here. The weave is adjusting its thread into yellow and orange and red. Summer is here. Let's try that again. For summer is its glow on our shoulders, and we no longer nest beneath the dark. Is it here where we forget time the most? We stop counting the hours of sun. It's freedom on your shoulders as you walk. What a kingdom to have. Always ready to comfort, with the reminder that we lived. Our memories decorate the horizon, scattering into the shadow of trees. Is summer ever the same colours every year? The weave repeats, but the colours are never really the same. Each thread holds a different series of yellows, reflecting what is or was. But there is a kind of sequence in each lap, the pattern slightly different. For that's how the years work, both learning and ignoring the previous swirls. For life is a beautiful contradiction. Both patterns and chaos coexist in such a way I could only show day by day with fleeting descriptions, time and rhythm annihilating each other in their dance. Their steps walk the hallway of where the world hoards its treasures. Autumn arrives with its auburn, its pines when in. Soften the vibes of dawn, not of the night. Not forlorn when I've witnessed the summer spring, the fringe done since recovered, since the leaves lumped hymns of lit up city lights, pumpkin spice, the low down hymn. The rhythm comes, the year a blip, and days are shaved to twigs, Heat dips, frost slips, stirs. What a blur the year has been. At first, my yellow beanie bearing self declaring how the weave would smell in weeks. We delved in bleak. A streak upheld of me from weary winter, where relieved by friends and family, and forming figs of spring to fragment plans, where summer glanced then fled, where living shed its leaves, repeating whites. The time we spend is etched in seconds, moments, legends, echoes flowing from sleep. Each day, a droplet building, falling, rippling in the pond that makes our lives. So much unseen beyond reflection. Surface to the bedrock, then up again, then down. The murals, lifelong, uncurling. Winter comes, consuming light, digesting time until the world inhales. The counting down, the cheers resound for here